Hey all you users out there, welcome back to DIY and That. I needed a new torque wrench, so I bought one. Bought it from Home Depot and had it shipped to the house. So I thought we'd unbox that. This came in this enormously long box. I guess this was the closest one they had to the size they needed, because the wrench itself obviously is not that large. So that was kind of funny. I have a very long box I might be able to use for something if the need arises. So this just has a plastic or rather a cardboard sleeve on it with the obligatory advertising stuff, and we'll just cut that off. This is a Husky brand. It was about 60 bucks, and it's rated for 50 foot-pounds up to 250, and just has one of these plastic blow molded cases on it. You pop the there's a for shipping. It has a little kind of plastic rivet right there, so I'll have to cut that off in order to open it. There we go. Let's get that out of there. So that's, turn it around. So that's how it opens, just pops open. Case is okay. For my purposes, it'll last just fine. I don't use the wrench all that often, but if you were a professional mechanic, the case would probably go bad before too long. This is a doesn't have an actual hinge on it. It has one of those living hinges. It's just a flap of plastic, so sooner or later that will go, but it may last a lifetime for me. I got a little instruction booklet here, won't worry about that. And here's the actual wrench. Nothing too exciting about it. It has the normal reversing lever on it. This is 1/2-inch drive, of course, and has a nice kind of a cushion handle on it. I'll have to see how that holds up over time to oil and grease, but it is nice to have a hold on that. And in order to adjust it, you pull the collar on here. You just pull it down, and you can turn it. Now, you will notice on the wrench, let me get to the Freedom unit side, that it, although it says 50 foot-pounds, it actually goes down to 30. Now the reason that is that 50? I'm sorry, hang on a minute. Had a little trouble reading that. Yes, it goes down to 30. All right, and the reason for that is I have to let the dogs in here, and on the original video I lost my train of thought, so I'm voicing over. The reason that the wrench is advertised as being 50 as the lowest torque setting, and it says 30 on the handle, is that with these click type torque wrenches, there's a spring inside, and when the spring is at the lowest setting, it's not quite as accurate as it is further up. So what they're saying is that this wrench is accurate from 50 foot-pounds up to 250, but you can set it to 30, but between 30 and 50 it's not all that accurate, so just something to be aware of. And to adjust it, there's a collar on here. You just pull the collar down towards the handle, and that lets you turn it, and then it'll snap back, and at that point it's locked. I have a little job to do in my wife's car. I need to replace a wheel bearing, so I'll be using this shortly. I'm not going to shoot it in use, and I don't expect anything interesting to come out of it, because it just works like every other one does. And this is obviously a click type torque wrench. When you reach the desired torque, you will feel a click. So that's how you know you've reached the torque that you're looking for. I should mention that on the shaft itself, the divisions on here are by 10, so you're going to get 30 up to 250. And then on the handle part of it, it goes from, well, that's interesting. It goes from 0 to 18. Not sure why it didn't go to 0 to 10, but it did. So in 2 foot-pound increments. So if you need to adjust, say, to 52 foot-pounds, you would go to the 50 on the shaft and then turn it to the number 2 on the bottom here. And there are, I'm not going to be able to show you this, it's not going to get close enough, but there are hash marks on the shaft that shows you what torque you're actually setting it at. And it has, of course, freedom units, and it has communist units on the back, which I'm not going to mention, but if you do need to set it to a communist unit, you can use that. So I think that's probably it. There's not really a heck of a lot to this. If you've ever used a torque wrench, it just works like every other torque wrench. So, but if anything unusual happens or anything I think you should know, after I use it a little bit, I will get back to you. But this should be good, and it does have I believe it has a lifetime warranty on it. Let me see. Yes, has a limited lifetime warranty on it. It doesn't guarantee anything, and obviously if you misuse it, it's not going to be warranted. But this is why I've been buying Husky lately, because of the warranty. I used to buy Craftsman, and Craftsman used to be really reasonably priced, but some of the tools have gotten a little expensive compared to the others. Although I did look at the Craftsman version of this, and it was, or the equivalent to this, and it was the same price. So, but the warranty on that was only for 2 years, I think. So, this one has a longer warranty on it. That's why I went with that one. Now, I also had to buy a socket. I don't have any sockets large enough to do the axle nut on the car. Of course, again, they sent a huge box, and here's the socket. So this is 35 millimeters, and I think it's 35, wasn't it 35? Yes, 35 millimeters. So this will do, that'll be good for the axle nut. So this is a Sunex, and Sunex is generally pretty good. I've read good reviews about them on the sockets. So again, I don't think there's anything to show you on that. One's in use, it's just a socket. But that did come with it. I think just the funny thing was the boxes are so large compared to the tools. So, all right, thanks for watching. See you next time.